All right. Well, good evening. My name's Kate Demarest, and I'm the Associate Dean of the Merrick School of Business here at the University of Baltimore. On behalf of Dean Raju Balakrishnan and the Merrick School of Business, I'd like to welcome all of you to the Rise to the Challenge pitch competition. One of our taglines here at University of Baltimore is knowledge that works, and this competition is just one example. This is a hallmark event in our academic year and reflects our commitment to entrepreneurship, opportunity, and social mobility. Thank you to the families and friends who have supported our contestants and to the mentors who have coached them this year. And I'm going to turn it over to Henry.
All right. Thank you, Kate, and welcome. I'm Henry Mortimer. I'm the director of the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation at the University of Baltimore, and I have the distinct pleasure of welcoming you all here tonight. And before I get started and introduce you to our contestants and our keynote speaker, whom I'm very excited to see, I just want to take a few minutes to talk about our sponsor here tonight. And that is the Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, the CEI as we call it. And for more than 15 years, the CEI has served as the front door for entrepreneurship in Baltimore, encouraging and supporting entrepreneurial learning among UBalt students, faculty, and alumni. The center's ongoing goal is to help students and others launch and grow business ventures through events like Rise to the Challenge, access to mentors and other resources, and by providing opportunities to engage and collaborate with the Baltimore business community. Recently, we have had the good fortune to be able to expand what we do through two generous donations. A gift from Jason Tagler, the founder of Pitch Creator, to create the CEI Growth Fund to support students or alumni who seek working capital for building their company. The fund provides bite-sized amounts of cash from $250 to $5,000 to give UBalt entrepreneurs a boost to help cover costs that serve as a barrier to getting an idea to market. So far this year, we have distributed $10,000 to 3 individuals, and we are excited to see how that money will help move the needle on their businesses. And we also recently received an anonymous gift to enhance the University of Baltimore's support for entrepreneurial students in other ways, including students enrolled in the university's Second Chance College program at Jessup Correctional Institution, and those involved to the Real Estate and Economic Development program who are interested in creating more affordable housing in Baltimore. This fund will allow us to enroll more students in entrepreneurial courses, increase support to those who want to start their own businesses while still studying for their degrees, and strengthen ties between the university's entrepreneurial community and local businesses. And so far with that fund, we have enrolled 3 new students in a 9-credit specialization for MBA students interested in studying entrepreneurship. We have had one of the recipients of the Affordable Housing Scholarship chosen to participate in the 4th cohort of UB's Real Estate Fellows and Venture Challenge this fall, and we've enrolled 15 students who are scheduled to complete an Introduction to Entrepreneurship course at Jessup, and 2 released students minoring in entrepreneurship here on campus. Do you like apples? How about them apples? Yeah, come on, hello. I know you all are not here to hear me talk. You're here to hear the pitches, but I figured a little PSA wouldn't hurt. And I just want to make sure it's clear that through these and other programs, we believe we can take students who have an interest in being and show potential as entrepreneurs and shape them into real entrepreneurs with real businesses that contribute to the economy of Maryland, all the while obtaining an education from an accredited university. And this is what I believe sets us apart from our peers and why opportunities like Rise to the Challenge matter. The University of Baltimore recognizes the important role emerging, often minority-owned businesses play in the economic health of the Baltimore region, and we are proud of our role in fostering an entrepreneurial spirit in our students. We believe that by offering Rise to the Challenge and other innovative programs, along with a means to earn a college degree, the University of Baltimore can really and truly change the course of a person's life. And speaking of which, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Amivi Atsu, founder of Afro Variety, an African home decor and gifts retail business. Amivi is a member of UBalt's Radcliffe Entrepreneurship Fellows Program, and she's about to receive her bachelor's degree as part of the class of 2024, right? Not an easy feat. And she's here to tell you how that experience has fueled her success and shaped her career aspirations. Amivi, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Henry. And hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here today. I'm super happy to be here. And my name is Amivi Atsu. I am a senior here at the University of Baltimore. I major in accounting and I minor in entrepreneurship. So I joined the entrepreneurship fellowship as soon as I started at UB. And seriously, it's been one of the best experiences because this program helped me in becoming a better business student, overall a better business student. So the program helped me on the personal, professional, academic, and entrepreneurial level. So on the personal level, it really helped improve my communication skills. So when I first started, I used to despise public speaking, so I wouldn't be standing right here. I used to dread public speaking, but one of the requirements of the program was to meet every single week with other students and with guest speakers. And during those meetings, we had to talk about our business. So I had to talk about myself, my brand, give description of my business, give compelling stories about my business. So doing this type of exercise like every single week really helped me, in being more comfortable talking in front of a crowd, being assertive, outspoken, and just believe in myself and my ideas, trust in my ideas. So it really helped me in that department. And then having those skills really helped me in other aspects of my life. In my internship, my job, like my life, So I'm really grateful for those skills. And then on the professional level, as a member of the program, I had access to grants. So I had access to seed money, but in order to get that, I had to write grant proposals. So as I was doing it, and then on those grant proposals, I had to, set like a budget, and let them know like how I'll use the money, what I've done so far, and things like that. So as I was doing it, I wasn't realizing that I was getting another skill, which was grant writing, which is so important, especially for nonprofit organizations. So I was getting those skills, and then fast forward some months later, I had an internship with a TV station, and I was helping grant write. I was a grant writer assistant. So having those skills really helped me, move upward faster. Move upward faster at an internship with the TV station. So that really helped. On the professional level, again, it helped with my interviewing skills. So again, just being able to talk about myself, calmly, I would say, and, really helped with my internship. I had job interviews with amazing companies. And then later on, I had positive feedback. And when I reflected on that, I realized that, again, it's, giving business pitches all the time really prepared me for those, for those interview and then for also networking, opportunities. So really that opened many doors for me, seriously. So on the academic level, I take a lot of accounting classes. So we do financial statements, cost accounting, budgeting, financial ratios, a lot of technical accounting concepts. So it was really nice to be in the entrepreneurship program, because as I was learning those concepts, I was able to think about how I can apply those concepts to my business. Yes, how I can apply it to corporate, yes, but also how I can apply it to my own business. So having this type of mindset as I'm learning really made the learning more interesting. It made the retention, it really helped with the retention. So that was really great. And then on the entrepreneurial level, the entrepreneurship program really helped me in, it gave me all the skills that we entrepreneurs need. Skills as communication, as I said, innovation, how to be more creative, where to tap in to be more creative, time management. And it really helped me being more bold, really daring, daring, approaching people, asking questions, curiosity. And then because I've interacted so many times with guest speakers and things like that, I was confident now to actually sometimes go out of my way and then maybe reach out to some business owners here in Maryland, and ask for an interview. I remember there was a time I even interviewed the owner of a granola company. It's a big company. They sell the stuff at Whole Foods and some other big grocery stores. So I reached out to her, to her marketing department, and I didn't think she would say yes. But then she was okay to talking to me. Her name is Michelle. So she was okay to talk to me, to take some time and really talking to me, and then I really appreciate it. So I was able to talk to many business owners, and then it really, so it really helped me being more bold, seriously. But most importantly, the program also helped with, it provided me with a community of business professionals, I would say. All those guest speakers who came every week, all the students in the program, all the previous students from the previous cohort, I can reach out to those people. I can exchange with them. I can share my ideas. I can get feedback from them. And then, And then I can, again, if I have some questions, maybe from the previous students, I can go to them and they can help me out, I would say. So it gave me a community, seriously, of people where I could learn from, and maybe there's some mistake I cannot make because I've seen maybe people making it already and things like that. So yeah, and also provided me with mentors. So some mentors from the program I could talk to. And then, so I would say it made me also accountable, and it helped me be motivated, more motivated. So I'll also say that, it's one thing to talk about entrepreneurship, and it's another thing to do it. So we take entrepreneurship classes, but being a student and being in this program and, starting to do what entrepreneurs do really helped me. So seriously, there's one thing about practicing it. And for me, I was able to practicing it because I had some seed money. I was able to get some inventory for my business. Free Variety, we sell home decor and masks and African artifacts. I was able to get some inventory from it. And I learned about, I would say, processes of the supply chain, like shipping. How can I get my merchandise from West Africa to Maryland? How to find solutions where I can get it for, I would say, a better price. You see, so it helped me with that. And then, also it helped me with marketing, putting my website together, having an online presence, And then it also helped me with, I would say, relationship with suppliers. So the people I do business with, how to build and maintain relationship with them. So it helped me on so many levels. I feel I cannot cite everything, but it really showed me all the intricacies that are involved with owning a business. So I'm super grateful for that program. Seriously, I feel like as a business student, this is really, it helps make you a more rounded student, I would say. And see many aspects of business. As an accountant major, I was able to see more about management, marketing, human resources, and things like that. And then, as Henry said, I'm about to graduate, and I feel like more than ever, I know for sure where, I'm heading. entrepreneurship-wise. And then I know, all this time I was able to locate the people I think can also help me get there, who can help me, like service providers that can help me really get there. So, so I'm grateful for that program. At this point, Henry, the director, and Professor YS, and all the instructors, I feel like they poured so much knowledge into us that at this point, I too want to give to my community, I'm about to get my bachelor's degree now in business, and I feel like I want to help people in my community, as an African, in my community who have businesses, and see how I can also help, So, I was helped, and I too want to help. And I think I've got the stuff here. But it really helped me, and I recommend that program, especially for business students or whoever wants to have a business at some point. And I'm really grateful and thankful. So thank you, Henry. Thank you, Professor JC. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, I think my work here is done. What do you all think? Holy cow. Thank you, Amivi. What a great transformation. JC can attest, and she wasn't exaggerating. She was pretty quiet when she started, and look at her now. So congratulations again to Amivi. Thank you. All right. I suspect you want to meet more people like Amivi, don't you? And that's what's coming up next. Less about Henry, more about the pitches tonight. So, on with the show. The rules of our event tonight are as follows. Each of the 6 finalists will pitch in one of 2 categories, aspiring and existing businesses, and we'll go alphabetically. And this was a funny thing earlier. By last name, we got it straightened out, starting with aspiring. They will have 3 to 5 minutes to pitch their businesses, and then the judges combined have up to 5 minutes to ask questions with a few minutes to tally in between. And audience members, you play a role too. We encourage you to cheer everyone on, and you will have a chance to vote for your favorite contestant. So take out your mobile, your device, log on to slido.com, and search for our event code. It's very simple. You'll see it. And so as the program goes, you all get to vote for the contestants as well. So real quickly, I'd like to introduce and thank our judges for tonight's competition. Please wave, judges, when I call your name. James Peterson, VP Small Business Ambassador, M&T Bank. Thank you. Thank you, James. Trinae Watson, an alum, Chief Executive Officer, TLW Consulting. There's Trinae, thank you. And you guys can clap. Alan, there we go. I'm gonna ham it up until I get you all to respond properly. Alan Sal, founder of Sal Baltimore, also he's a double alum. And Katie Kilby, who took the longest to get here and had the shortest drive, as it turns out. Founder and president of Reveille Grounds. Thank you, judges, very much. All right. I'll quickly introduce our finalists for tonight's competition. In the aspiring business category, we have Maria Del Hoyo, founder of Blackfoot Studios. It's not easy doing this, and I don't mean me. Macy Hawkins presenting the Dream Bra. Asha Michael. Yeah, I even have wait for applause written in here, and I didn't do that. To tell us about Uniquely in Place. And Erica Odemone introducing Arioto Education. Let's hear it for these folks. These are aspiring businesses. And next in the existing business category, we have 2 contestants, both alums. Joyson Bellissimore, creator of Jay's Watermelonade, and thank you. Now you're reminding me, I love it. Crystal Wamalawa, to discuss Audacity Tours. Congratulations. There we go. Yeah. I told you, crowd favorite can win some money. So thank you all. Congrats for tonight. And on with the show. Here's a list of the prizes. As you can see, we're giving away nearly $30,000 in prize money tonight, right? That's no small potatoes. And there's another special award coming up later, but I'll leave that as a surprise. All right. One last item. As I mentioned previously, you, the members of this audience, have a role to play tonight. To cheer loudly. Cheer and cheer loudly for tonight's competitors. Let's give it a try, right? Come on, give us some noise. We want to support these guys. I often say this is not Shark Tank, this is a dolphin tank. We're all friends here. We want to be supportive. And actually, everyone out there watching on TV land, I'm not suggesting that you shouldn't make noise since you're simply sitting behind the camera somewhere rather than in here with us and later maybe having some of our food, but go for it. Cheer loudly online, but just be kind to your neighbors. There we go. You can keep cheering here too. And everyone, here or far, you make your voice heard by voting for your favorite contestant using the Slido app. So, it's time to give away some money. Are you ready? All right. Now, they tasked me to do some of this technical stuff, so bear with us, or bear with me. And our first contestant, yep, see, I knew I'd screw this up already. They're gonna come running out any minute, I know it. All right, no need. First up, our first finalist, as I said, is Maria Del Hoyo, founder of Blackfoot Studio, a boutique recording studio that aims to unify Baltimore's art and creative collective while unlocking opportunities for growth in the entertainment industry. All right, I did it. Maria, come on out.
Thank you so much. So I want to see how much you all know about the Baltimore artist scene. Let's find out. Raise your hand if you think multi-platinum selling R&B artist Mario is from Baltimore. Some good answers. All right, and what about hip-hop artist Black? All right. And what about Brittany Spencer, who was recently just featured on Beyonce's country music album? Okay. And any Animal Collective fans in the house? All right. So the truth is, every single one of these artists are from Baltimore. So why is Black listed as being from Atlanta? And why is Brittany Spencer listed as being from Nashville? Why did these artists have to leave to find success? Let's see if you know the answer to this one. What's the difference between Atlanta, Austin, and Baltimore? Reputation. How many of you said the crab cakes? Although this is very true, this is not the correct answer in this case. The real answer lies in how cities like Atlanta and Austin were able to leverage and utilize their local communities, artists, and talent to create a multi-billion-dollar music industry hub every year. So much so that recording academies such as ASCAP and BMI have now moved their headquarters just to be closer to these hubs. All of this off of utilizing resources and talent. Baltimore is lacking in that aspect. A lot of artists feel they need to leave for mainstream success and opportunities. We're aiming to change that. My name is Maria Del Hoyo. I'm Executive Vice President for record label Rare Gold Music Group for the past 5 years and Industry Executive for the past 10. Rare Gold Music Group, based in Baltimore, is a successful 100% women-owned and operated end-to-end record label. Our unique approach involves creating all of our content in-house so that our artists are able to retain ownership of their masters. This empowers their future wealth. Now, in Baltimore, we have seen millions of streams, gained significant global listenership, multiple sync placements, and formed partnerships with major labels such as Sony and Universal Music Group. So here's the issue. Music industry executives, artists, they're always complaining that there's a lack of mainstream opportunities, little to no recording spaces, and a lack of visibility and exposure. So that's where Blackfoot Studio comes in. Blackfoot Studio will be a boutique recording hub that will drive the main industry here, creating opportunities here and allowing our artists to stay here in Baltimore. Now, I mentioned a little bit about generating revenue, so let's talk about how that's going to work. We will make money by offering recording rooms, production spaces, and rehearsal spaces for rent by the hour. Artists will have the ability to choose whether they would like a producer or engineer for their session, or they can go without one. This additional option will allow us to generate extra revenue that we can invest back into the business, the community, and local talent. We will also offer multiple rooms to accommodate different artist needs with multiple different types of genres, needing to be needing to be accommodated. So our mission is to empower the artists and creatives while changing the dynamic of Baltimore's success. So, like I said, mainstream opportunities, driving major brands and businesses here. And in doing this, we will revitalize the entertainment industry in Baltimore while creating a unique opportunity for generations to come. Now, we will operate as a benefit corporation. This will allow us to maintain profits while also holding our social and environmental purposes very close to our hearts. Community is extremely important to us, so we didn't want to do any type of crazy corporateness. We want to give back to the community, even in our structure. Our strategy is simple. We plan to record, employ, and showcase. We will create a state-of-the-art recording studio that is welcome for both emerging and established artists. Next, they will have the ability to choose whether they would like to work with a producer or engineer right here in Baltimore. After the music is created, we will then showcase it, providing visibility and exposure so that they were able to change that issue of having to leave Baltimore to find success. Our budget breakdown is straightforward. Studio space, equipment, advertising, all of these are a part of our current expenses. However, the biggest chunk goes towards our perfect location, and that's because we know exactly where we want to be. This is a location downtown on Light Street. We've already toured this space. However, the issue as a music industry business is funding can be quite challenging. It's funny how even though music has generated billions of dollars annually, it's still seen as an unconventional venture, even though artistic and entrepreneur communities are the culture of this city. This funding will allow us to leverage our strengths, create the studio, and also create more industry connections and expert staff so that we can create a multitude of opportunities, including jobs, and with fewer recording studios in the area, that we will have less competition. We believe a business is only as strong as the support that it offers to the community. So in addition to the workshops, networking events, employment, we will foster major contracts with major brands to bring business here to Baltimore and keep our revenue where it belongs, infusing it back into our cities and the creators. I had the pleasure of meeting Governor Westmore last weekend. This was such a pleasure, and he and I both agree Baltimore has a lot of talent that needs to be showcased. The perception and the narrative of our city needs to be changed. Our CEO had the ability and partnered with Ashanti and Lyft. This was a result, an event that brought significant results for our label. And I've also had the pleasure of meeting Tammy Rivera, local reality star, mainstream recording artist, and Baltimore native. Below here are some of our partnerships that we currently have that we will merge with the local industries for growth. And as you can see, Baltimore does have the potential for growth, but growth is nothing without focus and a clear direction. So how can Baltimore rise to the challenge? As a city, we must step up as a competitor in the music industry so that we're able to forge these partnerships between these major and local industries and create sustainable hubs for all our creators' future. Blackfoot Studios to start is something that has never been done before. So I urge you to please consider Blackfoot Studio, and we will do our job to ensure that our local talent can learn, emerge, and thrive, all while finding mainstream success right here in Charm City. Thank you.
Great job, Maria. All right, judges, we turn to you. Your task tonight is not going to be easy. Why don't we start with you, Katie? You have a question for Maria. I just put you on the spot again, sorry.
Yeah, you very much did, yes. So first of all, many kudos, because not my area of expertise, but I feel like you delivered in an accessible way, and I appreciate that. I would love to know a little bit more about your ideal location and why you feel like you've arrived at where you should be, and just what went into that process.
So the ideal location, what came into that is the fact that so many artists come through Baltimore, but they don't know where to go. We don't have a Paramount Studios, we don't have something like that, and that opens up a lot of opportunities. So downtown is where a lot of the hotels are, a lot of the celebrities stay, a lot of the influencers, and a lot of local artists come through downtown as well to showcase their work. So we figured this would be the perfect location for anybody who's familiar with Baltimore and not familiar with Baltimore, in addition to them having security and just the setup that we need to really ensure a successful business and studio.
Have you looked at other places in the...
We have backup options, about 3 other backup options, but we are really, really stuck on this one.
Great question. Now the judges,
so
any
much.
questions?
You did awesome. That was,
Thank
that was
you.
a great presentation. One question was, as you're starting up, what's your marketing strategy in terms of how you're going to get more artists to come join you?
Right, so believe it or not, we have a demand right now as a record label for artists wanting to come to Baltimore. Jessie Reyes, Normani, it's a lot of people who want to come to Baltimore. Even when Taylor Swift was here, they were looking for a place for her to record when she was here for the football season. So things like that, we already have the connections in for that, and we'll be able to just merge them with the local industries, in addition to already signing local talented artists. We have about 3 Baltimore artists on our roster already currently, and we showcase and promote them as well. So it's just a merging of the industries and making sure that, we'll be able to do what we need to do as a studio.
Do you plan on going to, I guess you have to be very community-oriented. Sorry, I'm just Mike. You have to be very community-oriented, so I'm assuming you have to have a marketing budget in terms of going to all the different events to try to get connections to more artists.
Right, so we have a lot of partnerships with radio stations and other different brands. So really and truly, a lot of the radio stations, they're on board. They really just want to bring exposure to the city, so it's more of partnerships. We're bringing all these communities together. So there will be some cost with that, but really with our partnerships that we already have, it'll be easy to just kind of team up and everybody use their visibility and exposure to help.
Great, we have time for one more.
Great question, thank you guys so much.
So how are you operating now? You're saying you have partnerships and people know you and the experience. You talked about your strength being your experience. Mm-hmm. How are you guys operating now so that people know you and want to partner with you?
So we operate, currently we have we do everything in-house. So we don't have a local studio. When we were in Charlotte, we've been in Baltimore for about 3 years now, we did have a studio. Since we've come to Baltimore, we outsource a lot of work, meaning if an artist, say Normani, calls and they need to produce something, they can send that over to our producers and engineers. They don't actually have to come here. However, that also creates a disconnect because we want artists to come here. We want them to see what Baltimore has to offer. So overall, everything's done in-house, and I hope I answered your question. Thank you.
Great. All right. Thank you. Let's have a round of applause for Maria. Excellent. Great job. All right. Super. All right. So while the judges are doing their tallying, I just want to take a moment to thank a few people. And boy, this is not easy, multitasking here. All right. Our first round judges, these people were tasked with reviewing several dozen applications to pick our finalists, and that is no small task. So a round of applause for the judges. First round judges. Several of you might be here or at least tuning in. We appreciate that. And I also want to thank the many coaches and mentors who helped our finalists prepare for the competition, and they're listed here on the slide. These industry experts, they're all pitch competition veterans. They work one-on-one with the finalists to mold and shape what you're seeing tonight. So thank you, coaches and mentors. A big round of applause to you. All right, judges, how are we doing? Ready? Ready? Okay, all right, then I have to do more multitasking. Alrighty then. Getting ready for our next aspiring business. There we go. And that will be Macy Hawkins. Yeah, I did it. Macy Hawkins. Macy Hawkins, everyone. She's one of our Radcliffe Entrepreneurship Fellows, and she has dreamed up the Dream Bra, a comfortable push-up bra that promotes beauty using irritation-free, healthy materials without the use of metals or plastics. Bring on Macy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Macy Hawkins, and I am so happy to be here. Do you know why? Because I have a secret that I want to share. Now, ladies, I don't know about you, but I am sick and tired of wearing these uncomfortable bras that these manufacturers are offering. There's the push-up bra, fits perfectly, very attractive. But when you think about that metal underwire, that plastic lining, it scrapes your skin, it irritates your skin. Why are we paying all this money for a bra that's just gonna hurt us? If we won't scrape backs or irritated skin, we can do that to ourselves, and guess what? For free. So what I have developed is what is called the Dream Bra. Now this is the perfect bra. It is comfortable, and it provides that super supportive lift, just as a push-up bra. However, there's no metal, there's no plastic, so we don't have to worry about any scraped skin, any skin irritations anymore, all of that out the door. So again, the most common problem that we have with these bras in the market, skin irritation, they're uncomfortable, and they're also bad for the environment. Now, this is what the bra looks like that we wear. Well, actually, it may not look like this, but ladies, I know you know what I'm talking about. This is what it feels like. We're literally wearing a wire. So we look good, so we keep it on, but we can't wait to take it off. And the results after we do, it is unbearable. So my solution is the perfect Dream Bra. Again, we're gonna wear something that is comfortable because we deserve it. And we're gonna wear something that gives us a super elegant lift because we also deserve it. We don't have to settle anymore. So my team consists of myself, Macy Hawkins. I have a background in business administration, also sales and marketing. And there's also Nicole Mighty, who has over 20 years experience in fashion designing, and she has also created pieces for many individuals, including President's wife and also celebrities. Now, the buyers so the buyers of this Dream Bra is gonna be women that are looking for something super attractive, but that's still comfortable to wear, everyday wear, maternity, like that will actually do me well right now. So, yep, and women who also participate in activities like sports and so on. And we're gonna reach these buyers through lingerie boutiques and also through social media online. So our potential customer just in the US alone is gonna be between 6 to 9 million. We all know there's a whole lot of women in America, and we can't get past wearing bras. We need them. So we do have a wide customer base. Wow, going a little bit too fast. Okay, and our average revenue, 252 to, I'm gonna say 295 million, and that's just me being a bit modest. We know this market is very large. Our total addressable market looks like 16.5 to 34.5 billion. So again, there's a lot of opportunities here. And these are the many channels to which we're gonna reach your customers. There's Amazon, which almost everyone uses. There's Instagram, TikTok. Pretty much all our customers in the beginning online, because we all love online shopping. No one really wants to go in the stores anymore. And we're gonna partner with influencers. Now that does go a very long way. Most of these influencers have thousands of followers. You give them a product that works for them, they will purchase it, they'll test it out for free. They'll purchase some for themselves. And their fans and their fans' fans, they will also buy them once they realize this product functions exactly the way as it should. Not like these other products that these manufacturers offer us today. So look at my competition. Now we have a lot of large companies here. Victoria's Secret, Calvin Klein, fairly new company, we're Pepper Bra. None of these companies offer what the Dream Bra is offering. And we can see here, reduces skin irritation, promotes body positivity, affordable, and a bra that functions as a perfect push-up bra. So this year, the Dream Bra is to be offered on multiple platforms, as we spoke about online. We plan to launch the first product line within 12 months, and we're going to sell each bra at a gross margin for about 40%. We also plan to establish partnerships that prioritize consumer satisfaction as well as social responsibility. We'll also expand our product offering and distribution channels in 2 years, and we're going to expand our product line to include accessories and additional bra styles. Now, my next step is to have a prototype fully completed and ready for the next stage of production. We're going to have sample bras for friends and families and other consumers as well to take advantage of this really good opportunity. Now, just want to leave with a quick note that, again, women, we do not have to settle for these uncomfortable half-done bras that we're getting in the market today. Because women have been around for many years, so has their cleavage, and neither of these are not going anywhere. I'm not sure why this product has not yet been developed, but it is time that we say no more. We'll not settle anymore. We want better because we deserve better. And gentlemen, I urge you to support us in this initiative, just as we have been supporting you since the beginning of time.
Great job, Macy. Thank you. Are you all entertained? All right, judges. James, you have any questions for Macy?
Yeah, that is me, right? Have you done any focus groups with a bunch of women to find out exactly what their needs are?
Yes, I actually have, and that is a really good question. That was one of the second things I thought about. First, I thought about myself, who was just done with what's being offered. And then I spoke with other women who I found out are having the same problems. Some I hadn't mentioned, but there's a wide variety of problems with these bras that's being offered. Aside from the skin irritation, the underwire like just coming out, a lot of us are looking for bras that covers like the, ladies, you'll know what I'm talking about, sensitive areas, the fat on the side of our backs. We're looking for something to cover that because we want to look flawless. So yes, I have, and a lot of these are common issues that they're all experiencing, or we are all experiencing.
And if you win some money tonight, what do you plan on doing with it?
I plan to use the money to develop this product. I have already made connections to start the prototype, which I plan to move forward with this summer. It would be great with the help of this program, but even without it, I plan to go full force. So I will use the money to begin the production process and have the first prototypes ready to have people try.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
2 questions. One, piggybacking off of him, do you have the cost for the prototype to be made?
I have the cost. Another good question. I have the cost just to begin one single one so far. There's a lot of other pieces that are going to surround it, and it's going to require a lot of modification. So what I'll say, I just have like an initial cost, like just to get it started, which is just going to be a few $100s just to get it started. But there is going to be a lot of revisions to make sure it comes out exactly the way it should, and to make sure that all the features I'm looking for are fully incorporated.
Okay. And have you considered any patents to, lock in your design so that nobody else can steal it?
Yes, that is something that I also spoke with my other team member, Nicole Maidi, about. She has a little bit of experience there. So that is something that we're working on to get everything patented. So we don't have to worry too much about other companies trying to use the same idea. So that's a yes.
All right, that's time. You can always ask questions later. Thank you, Macy.
Thank you.
I was going to say this earlier, but I'll say it now. These are college students, by the way. Aren't you impressed? I think they do a great job. They do a great job. All right, Speaking of, while the judges do their tallying, I want to mention one of our most coveted programs here, the Radcliffe Entrepreneurship Fellows Program. Through the generosity of the Philip E. and Carol R. Radcliffe Foundation, you will, if you are accepted, as Macy was, Nicole Mighty, who she mentioned was also an alum of the program, learn in a cohort setting with other student entrepreneurs and working with faculty who will inspire and challenge you. You earn a BS in Business Administration degree and launch your own venture like the Dream Bra by the time you graduate, and receive a renewable scholarship. So it's free education, is the value of full-time in-state mandatory fees, plus a living stipend worth up to $2,000 per semester. And you get to work with a mentor who is already a successful entrepreneur. As I mentioned, several of our finalists and our guest speaker are alums or participants in the program. So see me after if you're interested, or visit our website for more information. Judges, how we doing? Ready? All right. So it is time now to bring out our next contestant, our third aspiring business finalist, also an E-Fellow, Asha Makel, founder of Uniquely in Place, a hair salon and barbershop for servicing children and adults with autism and other behavioral challenges in a sensory-friendly environment. Asha, please join us.
This is for you guys. You're welcome. Good evening, everyone. Imagine this, taking your child with autism to a traditional barbershop, filled with continuous buzzing of clippers, loud banter over sports, and the overwhelming chaos of everyday commotion. It could look like this.
Take another break if you want.
Breathe. It's okay. Stop. Breathe again. Again. I know. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. I understand. Look. Breathe again. Take a break. I need you to ask though. I need you to say, stop. I need you to say, I want a break, please. Say the whole thing. Good job. This is a reality for many, and it was a distressing reality for me and my son. During one trip to the barbershop, my son became overwhelmed, and he had a stress response called stimming. Stimming is a coping mechanism that involves repetitive movements and sounds. This trip changed everything for me. During this particular moment, not only was my son dealing with being overstimulated, we were met with negative comments and dirty looks. One person even began to record us. Exactly. And so let me tell you, as soon as I realized that this person was recording us, I did what any other loving mother would do. I cussed that person out. And then I picked my son up and we left. That particular moment pushed me into creating a solution. I'm Asha, the founder of Uniquely in Place, or UIP for short. UIP is a barbershop and hair salon specifically designed for children and adults with autism, ADHD, sensory sensitivities, and other behavioral challenges, and their families. The goal of UIP is to provide a safe and understanding community so that sensory challenges are met with compassionate services. With 14 years of experience as a licensed cosmetologist, a registered behavioral technician, a volunteer firefighter, and a Special Olympics tennis coach and coordinator, I've developed a unique approach to helping my clients. For example, I had a client named Daniel, and Daniel only felt comfortable getting his hair cut on the floor. So that's what I did. I cut Daniel's hair sitting on the floor. Each time, every time. This particular adaptability has led me to give over 100 specialized therapeutic haircuts to children just like Daniel and my son. Today, UIP stands at a critical point. What a great improvement, right? So, UIP, we need your support to continue to grow and reach more families so that a trip to the barbershop is no longer a challenge, but a pleasure. We need a physical location because, as you guys saw, I was sitting in the kitchen. Everybody doesn't have the space, nor do they want me in their homes cutting hair. So, if UIP wins capital today, that money not only goes to a physical location, it goes to creating a sanctuary where every child can walk in feeling respected and celebrated for who they are. So let's come together to make sure that no child feels excluded, that no one feels excluded or misunderstood in a place as fundamental as a barbershop and hair salon. I am so grateful for the University of Baltimore Entrepreneurship Program for choosing me to present my pitch. I'm excited to involve you in helping make this community well known for inclusion and understanding. So thank you for helping me get a physical location. Questions and answers.
Great job, Asha. All right, judges, who wants to start? I think Trinae.
I loved everything about it. You did great.
Thank you.
Quick question, do you have a place in mind, a location in mind? And will you still offer will you still offer services where you go to people? Because I know like some people wouldn't necessarily want you in their home, but for some people like the one that wanted to be on the floor, being at home might be what they need. So are you still going to offer that, and do you have a location in mind?
Okay, so we do not have a particular location in mind. I've been looking in Howard County and Baltimore City to get pricing. And then, yes, we will absolutely offer that service because this is a part of a 3-step. So as a registered behavioral technician, a lot of the things that I do is I work with individuals to help them move from one goal to another. So a parent may have a goal to where, okay, we want Daniel into a barbershop. So how do we get Daniel into the barbershop? Well, we come up with a list of goals and we work with Daniel until he's comfortable or his parents are comfortable to get him into the barbershop. So to answer your question, absolutely, we will continue to offer that.
I think you could tell you got me a little bit as a mom with a sensitive kiddo at home, and you should think about expanding veterans with issues to your target market. There's going to be a little irony, and you will laugh, Henry. I spend a significant amount of my day-to-day talking people out of starting nonprofits, but I would love to know why you are structuring as a business and using this approach, and have you thought about considering other options for that?
So I have thought of the nonprofit route because I have seen that there's a lot more funding for my particular business. However, the reason I'm starting out as a business because I'm already in the rhythm of doing this. This is my everyday life.
Yeah. Okay. I would love to talk to you, with you later.
Okay, I'd love that. And then also with the veterans, so I feel like that falls under the behavioral challenges. So I am open to everybody who needs a little extra love and support.
And as someone married to somebody with a brain injury, I would, yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Great questions, Katie. Alan, you have one. We have time for one.
I was looking at your revenue model. Your goal is to have roughly 8 haircuts a day. How are you going to reach that?
Okay, well, so as a volunteer Special Olympics coach and coordinator, I have access to individuals every day. And a lot of the times people look at my son and they're like, oh, who cut his hair? I did. So the goal is to have 8 more of me. I would like to train licensed cosmetologists to become registered technicians, so registered behavioral technicians, so that they can do exactly what I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great. Great job. Yeah, I'm not crying. You're crying, right? Come on, admit it. That was great. All right, so while the judges are tallying, I have another PSA here. Oh, my Lord, this was a bad idea. All right, where are we here? Bear with me. I want to let you know, well, actually, this is benefit you. I want to let you all know that after the pitches are completed, we will depart here and go next door for some food and fun and something. I'm just clicking through my slides now. Where are we? There we go. Coming around the mountain. All right. Yeah, cheer for me, please. All right. Yes, photo booth from Pixelated. Networking, I know, right, Katie? I want to talk to you. That's why we do this thing, people. Not for me to stand up here and have you guys be embarrassed by my slide presentation. Anyway, judges, how we doing? We good? We ready? All right. That's what I wanted to hear. We will move, it's back to me again. We will move on to our next contestant, our 4th, I believe, if I can do the math. Final aspiring business finalist is Erica, who's the founder of Arioto Education, an online platform using gamification, AI, and personalized challenges to teach financial literacy in an engaging and adaptive experience. Erica, please join us.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'd like to start off today with 2 questions for you all. Feel free to participate if you'd like. My first question, how many of you have gone through kindergarten through high school without any type of financial literacy course being taught? Okay, and a follow-up question for you. How many of you found yourself struggling in college due to the lack of financial literacy courses? Thank you for that feedback. So I'm going to introduce to you Arioto Education, where we revolutionize financial education through AI and gamification. And you might be thinking, what can this girl teach me about personal finances? I'd like to give you guys a little insight about who I am and my past experience in entrepreneurship and business ownership. My name is Erica O'Deminet, and I'm a student entrepreneur and the current United States of America's Miss New Jersey. Before coming to University of Baltimore, I got my undergraduate degree from Rutgers University, where I was able to graduate in 3 years. After graduating, I attended Harvard Business School, where I had the opportunity to do a pre-MBA program before starting at University of Baltimore. A few of my internships included working at a tech company where I had the opportunity to not only speak to different people in tech, but understand the marketing behind it. I also interned for Damon John, who is ABC Family's Shark Tank, one of the judges. And then I also started my own makeup brand when I was 17 years old. When I started this makeup brand, I did it with the purpose of promoting inclusivity and diversity within the beauty space. In addition to my background, when I first started a financial literacy program, it had more to do with entrepreneurship and teaching young ones how to start their own online businesses. With that, I was able to mentor over 50 students across the United States and the UK. So let's get back into it. What's the problem? The problem is that we lack financial literacy education in schools. And this isn't a recent problem, this is something that's been happening for years. And because it's been happening for years, students also lack this information when it comes to learning it in their households because we don't have the generations before us who have this knowledge as well. And this is the solution. Arioto Education is an innovative online platform dedicated to teaching financial literacy in an engaging way through gamification, AI, and personalized learning. Our adaptive platform tailors content to each student's proficiency level, ensuring effective understanding and retention. Key features include interactive games for enjoyable learning, AI-driven personalization for tailored challenges, and a custom curriculum covering essential finance topics. Our mission is to revolutionize financial education by empowering students with the vital skills for enduring financial independence, breaking the cycle of financial literacy, and promoting economic empowerment. And this is the revenue model. So this will be a subscription-based platform. I feel like anything that's online, it's easier to do something subscription-based so that you remember about those payments. So our monthly will be $25. Moving into semi-annual, it will be $135, and that's a 10% off a 6-month plan. And our last subscription phase would be an annual plan, which is $255. And you might be thinking, who's paying $255 a year for financial literacy? Our target audience is not only students, but parents of students that are in kindergarten to 12th grade. In addition to that, we also target educational institutions who choose to implement the financial literacy knowledge inside of their classrooms. So with the annual fee, we believe that parents who just want their parents to get the knowledge, they just want their children to get the knowledge, they'll be the ones paying this annual subscription so that their kids are able to access it at home and have that at-home learning. When it comes to the monthly and semi-annual, we believe that the individual students who are making this choice on their own will have more control over that because they know what their learning styles are and they understand the pace they'll be going at. Moving on to total addressable market. So for potential customers, I kind of estimated this based off of students that are interested in learning about financial literacy, as well as students who will need this financial literacy, ranging from kindergarten all the way to college seniors. And our average yearly revenue per customer comes to $282 based off the 3 different subscription ranges. And that brings us to a total of $8.4 billion as a low in the total addressable market, and the high being $16.9 billion. And here's the secret sauce. Our platform is fully AI generated, so everyone has different learning styles. Even though this will be a game-based platform teaching students about financial literacy, there are certain people who learn differently. Some people learn by hearing, some people learn by reading, some people learn by watching, and I wanted to be very inclusive with this space when it comes to online learning. So with that, AI will customize every single person's learning space and the games that they will receive in this platform. There are a lot of people that have disabilities and that we tend to not include them when it comes to our education. We tend to exclude them when it comes to learning. But as an online platform with AI, we're able to bring everyone in so that it tackles their learning style and gives them the same flexibility that we all have. Moving on to the sales and marketing. I plan to market this business through social media, referrals, and partnerships. With social media, there will be content marketing across a lot of platforms that students use, such as Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. And moving on to digital advertisements, because this is a fully online platform, we will need to do paid Google ads to reach our customers and our target audience online. Moving on to the referrals, with the existing users that are in the platform, they'll have the opportunity to refer their friends or their families, and they'll receive that $30 referral fee. And lastly, partnerships. As mentioned earlier, educational institutions don't already teach financial literacy. So with that, they're able to take our platform and implement it into their curriculum or in their classes if they choose to do so. And let's get into the competition. So as I was searching for game-based financial literacy platforms online, I came across a few, but these are the 2 that stood out to me: Finful and Wealthy Life. Finful focuses on teaching investing strategies for students, but it also is game-based. And Wealthy Life teaches a variety of topics similar to my platform, Arioto Education. So as we go down the list, I did find a few similarities and differences, and when it comes to AI integration, I did see that Arioto Education was the only one that had that. Gamified learning, all three had that except Finful. They had games implemented from other people's websites. So I like to put that there for Wealthy Life and Arioto Education. Another subject, diverse content topics. We all teach many different topics, including budgeting, saving, building credit. And I believe that's so important that as a financial literacy platform, we're reaching across all those targets. But when it comes to quizzes and assessments, it's important to quiz the students so that they understand what they're learning and make sure that they're able to apply that knowledge. And I realized that not everyone checked those boxes. But at Arioto Education, we do multiple quizzes and assessments as well. Another thing we do is points and reward system. To make this a fun and engaging online learning platform, it is like an online game board. So every time you learn a new module or every time you move across the game board, you're earning points for completing a task, and that encourages healthy competition and motivation to keep moving forward as you're playing the game. And lastly, competition and leaderboards. This promotes healthy competition within your community. So the leadership boards will be between the people that are in your local area, your town, and it'll basically just say who has the most points. And with that, it's just promoting healthy competition so that you know, maybe I should work a little harder to earn these points and learn a few different topics. And let's get into the financial milestones. January 2025 is when I plan to launch the website and the mobile app. January 2026, I plan on having 2,000 active users with 564,000 revenue. January 2027, 10,000 active users and $2,820,000 in revenue. And moving on to the last milestone, January 2028, we plan to have 50,000 active users and $14 million in revenue. I'm raising $30,000 to not only develop this app, but to put into marketing and team expansion. $35 will go into product development. As mentioned earlier, I used to work in a big tech firm, so I have a network full of software developers who are already interested in building this platform. 25% will go towards marketing and sales. Because it is online, it's important that we target them digitally. 20% will go into team expansion. I do need a marketing team, sales, software developers, as well as people who are just able to do customer support because it is an online platform. And 20% is going towards operations. Once again, it's online, so we do need those website hosting fees and domain names just so that we're able to successfully bring our platform to other people while keeping it online in a safe way.
We have to move on to questions. Thank you. To keep everything going. Thank you. Judges, do we have any questions? And I'm sure there are. We have maybe time for one.
Yeah, what is that $30,000 going to get you? Because it's not going to build you an app, right?
So the $30,000, that does go into product development. And with that, I've already discussed pricing with a few different software developers who are able to not only build the website, but the app as well, within a range lower than $10,000. And it's because they are doing it on a freelance spot, and we do already have that connection. So that $30,000 will be included with the mobile app as well as the website.
Great. All right. Thank you, Erica. And remember, Erica will be around later if you all have any other questions for her. So we'll keep things moving here. Thank you, Erica. And I do want to mention to you all, those are the aspiring businesses. Wait for the existing businesses. I know it's mesmerizing watching me flop on these slides. While I'm flopping here, I want to talk about that secret surprise I mentioned earlier. And I'd like to invite a former E-Fellow himself to join us on the stage and tell us about tonight's first prize, the Hustle Award. Mustafa Waheed, please join us up here. Moose. Stage is yours. I know, buddy. I'm terrible at this. You can have this.
Sweet. Sure. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Oh, quick adjustment, right? I hustled on over. I'm grateful that I didn't face plant on the way in. I think that was the win of the night. So I'm really grateful to be presenting the Hustle Award, telling a little bit about it, and Pitch Creator. So as you can see today, everyone spent a lot of time putting their pitches together. It's nerve-wracking coming up here, being in front of all of you beautiful people. I'm not sure I counted that one, but I'm grateful that I'm here regardless. And part of it is Pitch Creator was created by Jason Tagler, volunteer director, who spends a lot of time seeing professional pitches as a private equity investor. And what he wanted to do is take all that information that you get in private equity and bring it back down to the classroom to provide practical resources. That, in turn, you get a presentation like this. So, how that comes together today is we said we wanted to reward the entrepreneur for their hustle. That entrepreneurship is about tenacity. It's about resilience. It's about the willingness to get up in the face of adversity. It's about hustling. That's why you saw me hustle on over. So, with that, we're honored to present the Hustle Award to someone who spent countless hours working and reworking their pitch, and most importantly, going first. So with that, we're excited to announce that Maria Del Hoyo won the Hustle Award. Yeah! Yay! So, okay, Maria's coming on out. Oh, maybe. If not, it ends up being a surprise for everyone. Cool. Ooh.
Well, when Jason first created this, he used to hand out a big plastic jar full of rolled up 20s, right?
Yep.
And modern technologies allowed us to exchange money faster.
Congratulations. Well done. You're welcome. Well deserved. Congrats.
Yeah, so I wish I could hand you a big jar of 20s, but it's much more fun to get it as a Venmo, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but anyway, thank you.
No, of course.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Well
Thank you,
done.
Mustafa.
Right, well done.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, we're moving on to our next set of finalists. This is our existing business finalists, and I am just going to close that down. And up first, we have Joyson Bellissimo, creator of Jay's Watermelonade, a delicious natural beverage made without excessive sugars and artificial ingredients for health-conscious individuals in the Baltimore area. And there we are. All right. Joyson, join us, please. Give a round of applause to Joyson. Do that, let me do it. All right.
Wow, y'all, it's been hot as Beyonce's newest album out here. Oh my gosh, on days like this, I would have craved a refreshing cup of strawberry milk, y'all. That was my favorite. Looking back, I would not recommend drinking strawberry milk on a hot day, but maybe a nice cup of Kool-Aid. Or better yet, how about your favorite soda, maybe orange or Crush? What could possibly be wrong with simply quenching your thirst in these delicious, sweet ways? I'll tell you. Consuming at least one sugary drink every day increases our risk of heart disease and stroke. This is the #1 leading cause of death around the world, in Maryland, and in Baltimore, especially among us African Americans. When I realized this, it was a hard pill to swallow, not only given to how these drinks are contributing to a lot of the prominence of illnesses that are affecting our community. Well, I chose to do something about it. My name is Joyson Bellissimo, and I started Jay's Watermelonade to offer Baltimore a refreshing alternative to sugar-sweetened drinks. Watermelonade. This sample is for you all judges. Feel free to try some. My solution provides hydration in a refreshing and delicious way without any need for excessive sugar. We rely on watermelon, which is a naturally delicious source of hydration. which studies have found contains amino acids like citrulline and lycopene, which actually have been linked to reducing your risk of heart disease and contributing to your overall wellness. I always loved watermelon growing up, but when I realized it's also good for my health, I loved it even more. So, what is our business model? I sell bottles of watermelonade for about $6, and it costs around $1.46 to make to the consumer, leaving us at about a 70% profit margin. We also cater to businesses, starting at a gallon, which serves about 16 people, for $60 per gallon, 26 for a gallon to batch, leaving us at about 66% profit margin. When I first launched last August, I hit around $272 in sales just by bringing small containers of glass and carrying them from these different events. And this year alone, I've done over $1,000 in sales. So who are we solving a problem for? Well, we're solving a problem for our health-conscious individuals. So we're talking about our older guys who can't seem to put down their Cokes or their orange soda, and their doctor always tells them they gotta cut down sugar. Older individuals have loved watermelonade, which has without any sugar, and is going to actually contribute to their heart health. We're also solving a need for active individuals. After your run or after a severe workout, you're losing a lot of electrolytes, and watermelonade naturally contains tons of electrolytes in a delicious way that's going to refresh you after that workout. Additionally, our community-centered organizations, as well as businesses, and places like Made in Baltimore, Mom's Organics are a perfect fit for Jay's Watermelonade that offer customers a product that's in demand and have a shared mission of supporting Baltimore. So there's so many other beverages out there, many of which also have a similar flavor, like watermelon water, melon, and these other two. What makes Jay's Watermelonade so different? Well, we're community-centered. Not only are we offering Baltimore a refreshing new way of hydrating, we also really engage with our community directly, educating them on nutrition, as well as relying on local businesses and growers to support our operations. Also, being minority-owned and a soon-to-be minority-owned business enterprise, there's a lot of opportunities to work with larger corporations or organizations who are looking at businesses like ours to fund their needs for procurement. Last but not least, we're Maryland strong and we're Baltimore tough. That means no matter what challenge comes our way, we know we have Baltimore right behind us to not only grow this business, but help to offer healthy hydration to other cities that are in need. So what's our traction been like? Since launching, we've been able to hydrate over 200 Baltimoreans in a refreshing and hydrating way. We've done so by doing at least over 15 community events, partnering with local organizations and businesses. Most recently, we actually won Best Drink by the Maryland Vegan Eats Awards, beating over 20 other restaurants in the Maryland area. My vision is to throw this company, these are some older numbers, but throw this company by $500K annually by 2026, creating more jobs in Baltimore, as well as continuing to support our sustainability and food security initiatives. Like Martin Luther King, one of my heroes, I have a dream to hydrate and create better access to healthy nutrition, but I know I can't do so without the support of my community. I'm raising $25,000 in funding to scale product distribution and make Jay's Watermelonade more accessible through retail distribution. Of this amount, $5,000 will go towards hiring interns. I just learned today I was approved to work with YouthWorks to hire 2 interns for the summer, and they will really help with our operations as well as marketing the business. $5,000 will also support advertising and costs of running this business month to month, and $15,000 will go towards the research and the development of getting our product to be stable enough to go in stores like Mom's Organics, The Collective in Baltimore, which we already have a contract with, and are just waiting to be able to deliver to them a pallet of our product. This will allow us to increase access to healthy hydration in Baltimore, as well as show larger companies like Whole Foods that we have the traction and the capacity to work with them. I would not be here without some amazing individuals, some of my friends like DeAndre, Mac, and David, who's working on some amazing commercials for our product, a team of design students, Jasmine, Lohane, and Ukiya, who are currently working on our design guide for their master's thesis, as well as some old guys who have really been supporting me, like Ben, who recently was appointed the manager of manufacturing for the state of Maryland, Ivy Baker, who's worked with a ton of businesses in food and beverage, as well as Andrew. If any of you guys out there love Taharka, they have an amazing strawberry flavor, but he's been an amazing support for just learning about the CPG industry and knowing how to take my product to scale. I also want to recognize some community partners like Impact Hub, Innovation Works that have given Jay's Watermelon an opportunity to showcase my mission and my business and our product. And last but not least, judges and audience members, I ask you to help me make a difference in the lives of Baltimoreans, as well as African Americans and just everyone in this nation who deserves a better, more refreshing and hydrating alternative as opposed to the water and the soda that we always have, at community events and at local functions. Thank you.
Great job, great response. Thank you, audience. All right, judges, anybody have any questions? Anybody thirsty, judges? You had a little taste. Katie, what do you think? Or which question do you have?
Well, yes, delicious, liked it. I'm curious a little bit about your business-to-business approach, and do you also make these gallons available to individual consumers? Because you are not going to be able to do that anywhere close to $60 a gallon. So what is your thought on kind of appeasing both markets?
Yes, that often the organizations and corporations have a larger budget, and often they're serving, tons of people. So that's been a reasonable amount for them. And in terms of individual consumers, a $6 price point. I also tend to offer discount incentives, has also seemed more reasonable to consumers.
What's the distribution model? You talked about doing pop-ups, basically. What else? What's next?
Yeah, absolutely. So pop-up markets have been a great way thus far. Next step for me is farmers markets. I plan on getting into farmers markets, and some of the funding would go towards assisting with equipment and advertising for those events. And then after that, really being able to have our product in the stores of Made in Baltimore, the collective that'll really provide access to our product in stores when we're not out there publicly facing at community events.
Great question. Anybody else? Any other questions, judges? Going once, twice?
Are you just, I know you're pushing this one product, and it's a delicious product. Great. Do you have plans for additional flavors?
Yeah, absolutely. So in order to hit that amount of $500,000 annually, we'll definitely have to acquire other streams of revenue, which will involve other product lines, such as our sparkling watermelonade, products like watermelon colada, which will have coconut water, more so catered towards active individuals, but this will kind of be the flagship product. And as we build traction, build development, we'll be able to develop more products to go to the market, as well as other revenue streams, working as a manufacturer for other companies.
Great question. Great job, Joyson. Thank you. All right. Good job. Okay. All right. Now, while the judges are tallying, I'll just read it because I'll never find it. I want to thank our sponsors and partners: the Pridgeon Family Entrepreneurship Fund, the Carton and Silberg Venture Fund, the J. Ripley Entrepreneurship Fund, the University of Maryland Center for Advanced Ventures, ZMB, Pitch Creator, Pixelated, on and on and on. The funding and support that these folks provide are greatly appreciated and critical, not only for making events like this possible, but also for giving these students and alumni the lift they need to turn their ideas into viable ventures. Thank you all. Round of applause. I do this one more time and invite out our final contestant for the evening, our final existing business finalist, Crystal Wamalwa, who will talk to us about Audacity Tours, which is designed to shine a light on Black artists by offering them a stage to showcase the depth and diversity of their talents in painting, music, literature, or performance. Crystal, the stage is yours. Come on out.
There were times that I thought I wouldn't last for long, but now I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know change gonna come. How y'all doing tonight? Woo! Y'all look beautiful. Y'all look beautiful too. Y'all are my favorite 4 people. I wink. But I am here to tell you all about Audacity Tours LLC. And just to let you know, I am the biggest investor in this company. I quit my job and I'm doing this full time, baby. So I am fully committed to the mission of Audacity Tours LLC. Now, you're probably wondering, what is Audacity Tours? What does it exist of and all those things? But I'm gonna tell you a quick little story. So in 2018, I started hosting my own shows, reached out to a couple of my friends, hey, come perform. Hey, come show us your showcase of your outfits and different things. Let's come together and let's put a show together. So Audacity Tours is not something that was just born in 2023. This is really something that has been in the making since 2018. And at this point, I've been growing this business, cultivating this business, and building a team that can really ensure the success of Audacity Tours. Now, just to show you the before of what Audacity Tours was before it was Audacity Tours, these are the 2 shows I hosted in 2019. Crowning Glory Returns to Royalty and the My Hair Is Done Showcase. Both presented opportunities to local artists based in Baltimore City to showcase their talents to an audience that they may not have had access to at that time. So we had singing, we had a percussionist that came and sang, and she sat on a box and she beat it as she sang her heart out. We also had a poet. He was in the process of building out what it was for him to be a poet. And then we also had fashion, because baby, one thing Black women love is a good fashion show, am I right? Okay? And so we had to come correct and we had to give it an experience. And each show, we ended with a song and a dance. We ended with the Soul Train line. We ended doing a little line dance. We had some good food, and we also had visual artists. But now you're trying to figure out, what problem am I solving? And so with Audacity Tours, it really provides a collaborative space. There are a lot of open mics in this space, and there are a lot of shows and everything. But a lot of them really don't have a collaborative opportunity for multiple art mediums to exist. The idea of art is too narrow. When you think of art, typically people say singer, visual artist. Did you know that there's a Black girl in Pittsburgh that does table carving? Did you know that double Dutch is considered an art? No one else did either. So yeah. And then there's really no place for original art to thrive. A lot of people go to these shows and they hear songs that they're used to, the Beyoncés, the Rihannas, but we don't tend to hear a lot of the artistry that truly comes from an artist from within. What got them up at 2 o'clock in the morning? And so what's the solution? Baby, Audacity Tours is the solution. And we're not just your traditional show. We are an experience that is curated for you to experience all types of Black art. And it really allows you to really immerse yourself in what the concept and idea of art is. And so our mission is to shine a light on raw, unfiltered talent of Black artists, offering them a stage where their work is not just seen, but felt and appreciated. And it allows them to be put in front of an audience as beautiful as yourselves to showcase what their art is. And so we've done this. Remember, I told you about the 2 shows I did in 2019? Well, we did a pop-up tour series to show that this concept was something that people were looking for, something that they were yearning for. And so with this concept tour, we were able to raise funds to pay each artist that participated. We were able to pay our venues, and we were able to put a spotlight on Black-owned venues in each city. Up here, that's the picture from the Baltimore City pop-up. We hosted it at Nubian Human, a Black-owned store based here in Baltimore that allows for Black businesses to really showcase their services that they offer. And then we also have right here in the middle, Richmond, Virginia. We worked with a restaurant in Richmond called Bunakers, which is an Ethiopian restaurant, and she opened her space to us to allow us to really showcase the artists that were based in Richmond. And then in Pittsburgh, baby, we swag surfed our way out the door in the mall. We hosted our show there at the Nabakendo Black-owned skincare store, to the point, might I add, security police came and told us to turn the music down. They said, y'all a little too loud. And so what did our DJ do? He said, everybody stand in front of the door, and we're gonna swag surf our way into this event. And it was an amazing opportunity, and it was an amazing time for us to get to connect with each city. And what this pop-up series allowed us to do is connect with everybody in all those cities. Now, what's next for Audacity? Baby, we're going on tour. This summer, we are going on the Family Reunion Tour. And family reunion for the Black culture is such an imperative time. You all remember what it's like when you get your t-shirts, the hot dogs are grilling, you got the mac and cheese from your favorite auntie, because everybody can't make mac and cheese now, okay? And it was a wonderful time where you got to engage with your family. That's what Audacity Tours wants our shows to feel like. We want it to feel like it's an opportunity for you to connect with your family. So we'll be in Pittsburgh, June 20th, July 22nd. We'll be here in Baltimore, Maryland. We'll be hitting Richmond in August, and then in August again, because my team said, Crystal put us on the calendar for where we need to go. They said we also want to go to Charlotte, North Carolina. And each city allows us to tap into the Black artistry that exists in that city. Now, that's a heavy lift. That's a big lift for me to say we're gonna go to 4 cities, right? I'm not doing this alone. I have an amazing team that has been helping build this opportunity from the ground up. And with this team, each person on this team, which you'll find their bios in the investment summary, they each bring an interesting, unique, artistic experience to the team. We have Nigel, he's our experience curator. He's the one that's gonna make sure that when you come to our show, you're gonna not only enjoy yourself from the time you purchase your ticket, baby, you're gonna swag surf out the door. We have Kim, she's our fashion coordinator, which by the way, she helped me put this little fit together, you know? All Black owned, if I might add. But she also is the one that's helping us really put the experience together when we talk about fashion, because every city's fashion is different. And then we have Brianna. If you go on our social media, if you go on our website, that's all Brianna. She is our branding director, and she makes sure not only that I look right, but also the brand looks right, because that's very important. And then we have another Brianna, because why not have 2 Briannas on the team, right? And so then we have Brianna, she is our media coordinator. She's the one that's gonna connect us to all the different media outlets in all the different cities. Now, you see this term right here, community partners. This concept was very imperative to the success of Audacity Tours. This is a volunteer position where we connect with someone that's already in the artistry community, and they advocate for us when I'm not able to be there. Now, I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, but I've transitioned back over to Pittsburgh. And with being in these different cities, I'm not able to be in every city at every single event. So I have community partners that advocate for us, that support us, that tell everybody about us. And their position is so unique and so powerful to the structure of Audacity existing that it's great for our leadership team. But our community partners really hold it down for us, and they really help connect us. Tyler in Pittsburgh, he's currently tonight being announced as the Fab 40 under 40. Theo Edwards is a well-known DJ, existence person in the city of Baltimore. Ashley Short in Richmond, Virginia, she has her own business that she's cultivated that allows her to not only network, but also market. And Frank the Expression, also originally from Baltimore, but transitioned to North Carolina with his family. And he has been able to not only help us, but other organizations similar to mine that want to shine a light on Black artistry, has brought them into North Carolina. Also, fun fact, every single person on here I've known personally that has been able to give their talent pro bono. So that has been a wonderful, wonderful addition to the existence of Audacity. Now you're wondering about the impact. This is just a few quotes that we were able to grab from a couple artists, one artist, a business owner, and another business owner that was able to let us know how their experience was working with Audacity Tours. And each of them, along with the people that we weren't able to get physically, each of them said that Audacity Tours was a breath of fresh air that allowed them to experience art in a way that they hadn't been able to experience before. And I know you want to know, baby. You want to know about the coin. So let's talk about the coin, all right? We're going to talk about the money. Don't be scared, everybody. Hold on to your seats. It'll be really short, sweet, and to the point, I promise. But the projected revenue by 2024. So we have ticket sales, merchandise, sponsorships, local partnerships, and vendor fees. Each one, as of right now, is traditionally how music festivals similar to Audacity Tours gains their funding. And so with Audacity Tours, we're on the smaller side. So we be just under 5% in our first year. But I count that as a win because what did TikTok say? A win is a win. And so if we can be green this year or yellow, I'll take that. But with the funding, we have ticket sales. So we have 2 ticket types. We have VIP and general admission. Each allows our audience members to experience Audacity and the art types that we are introducing them for their city. Merchandise, we'll have some phenomenal Audacity merch. If you don't see it in the audience, maybe you need to take another gander. But we have some already shown and produced Audacity Tour merch. And then sponsorships. We have already collaborated with multiple businesses in each of the cities, whether it be local officials, whether it be artistry-based organizations that are all willing to contribute. By the way, Pittsburgh was one of the first ones to give us our first grant to this mission and vision without even having to talk to me. So I count that as amazing. Local partnerships, once again, another opportunity for us to connect with local radios, local nonprofits, and different things like that that want to connect with us. And then finally, vendor fees. We'll have vendors in each city, very strategically placed. And the cost per city, let me go back to that. The cost per city that we're considering is about $3,800 to $4,800. That includes venue, that includes artist pay, and that includes a plethora of other things that will allow us to really pull this tour off. Now you're wondering, how is Audacity Tours? Oh, I'm finished?
Why don't we turn this into questions?
Yeah, absolutely.
Over our time frame.
Listen.
Anybody have a question about this graph right here? Or any other question, judges?
Yeah, your schedule showed 4 events in the summer months, basically.
Yes.
What about the rest of the months?
So what's happening is we're going to do off-season events. And so with the summer, that's where we'll host the major tour. But the off-season is where we'll do the pop-up events. So that's where our community partners will host small events to engage with the artists and local businesses that will allow us to stay in touch with them. Yes.
What's the average number of attendees in each event?
So with these smaller events that we did, we had, for the first show, we had about 50 people at the pop-ups, but we're projecting about 100 attendees with each one, because with each show, we're gonna have 10 artists that we'll be highlighting, which will allow us the opportunity for them to sell tickets to their platform, as well as the vendors that will encourage their people to come out, as well as the host. So each city will be highlighting a host for that city as well. And so that's another avenue that we'll be able to sell tickets based on the people that we have that will be performing in the show.
Great. Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Well done. All right. What do you all think? All right. Again, hard to believe, college students for the most part, and all representing University of Baltimore, which we love. And I have a couple of more things to talk about, but it's between you. I'm between you and some food, so I'm going to make this quick. I do want to mention the prizes and talk a little bit about what's at stake here while these judges finish up. So I want to point your attention to the last 3 on the list. The Baltimore Fund, which has been supported by University of Maryland's Center for Advanced Ventures. It is given to the entrepreneur who best exemplifies UBalt's commitment to community and civic engagement, ethical engagement, and responsible and resourceful stewardship for the city of Baltimore. It's a mouthful. Next up, established by Murray D.L., the former dean of the Merrick School of Business, the Dean's Challenge Award is given to the competitor or competitors, because we can split it, judges, you can split this one, who best demonstrate the social impact of their ventures. And the Most Promising Business Award, established through the J. Ripley Entrepreneurship Fund, is given to the student whose business in either category has best demonstrated, lost my place here, best demonstrated what they could do if given the funding. Anyway, I have lost my place. Thank you all for indulging me on that. Judges, how are we doing? It's been a night. I just want to remind everyone that you should be voting. If you haven't done so already, please vote, and because you have a $1,000 award to give away as well. So that ends the competition and at least the presentation portion. So let's hear another big round of applause for our finalists. So I just want to say a couple of words. Congratulations for one thing to everyone. You know, although not everyone will walk away with a prize tonight, a monetary prize, I believe that you have all demonstrated that you are winners in one way or another. I don't mean everybody gets a blue ribbon. What I mean is it's been an honor to meet you and to support you over these past few months. Honestly, the work that you have put into this competition amid the many responsibilities you face every day, including attending classes, working full-time jobs, perhaps raising a family, and shout out to the little kids running around who were adding color commentary all the night, which was great. You know, I think this is nothing short of extraordinary. You're impressive to me, and it is my hope that I'm not the only one who feels that way. My wish is that you caught the attention of a number of new people interested in your idea or product, possibly some very influential people who can help nurture the growth of your businesses and help you continue to develop as entrepreneurs so that you can continue to make our city and our world a better place to live. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody who contributed tonight, all of my staff, the faculty at the Merrick School of Business, the donors, our partners for the evening, Olivia and Linda, who've been helping me keep this together. Thank you to everyone. And at this moment, what I'd like to do is invite the audience to go next door to the Bogomolny room, where we'll have some refreshments. There's still pixelated photo booth out there, and some networking while the judges, and I know your work is cut out for you, will help us give away almost $30,000 tonight. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you in the other room. All right, I'm giving away some money here. All right. First up, this is the award that you all picked. Crowd favorite goes to Uniquely in Place. All right. Come on, Asha, come on up.
Thank you.
All right. Yay. All right, here we go. You can't cash it because I signed it.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Next up, we have for $1,000 the Baltimore Fund, representing Baltimore UB, Jay's Watermelon A. Yeah. Congratulations. Thank you. Yeah. Right here, Jay. Yeah, you take that. That's yours, buddy. Yeah, one more. It's his money. Get around here. All right. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Good. Thank you. Okay. All right. We'll get it right. Probably not ever. All right. $5,000 Dean's Challenge goes to Blackfoot Studios. Maria. All right. And the Hustle Award.
Thank you so much.
All right. Great job. Awesome. That's yours to keep. You can't cash it. All right. So for the winner of the Aspiring Business Venture category goes to the Dream Bra, Macy. Hey, Macy. There, that's yours. That's your money.
Thank you very much.
Good job. Congratulations. All right. And the winner of the Existing Business Venture Award, $5,000 goes to Jay's Watermelon A. Yeah, man. Congratulations. You get 2 checks. 2 checks. All right. Great job, buddy. Oh, this is the last one.
We're going to have to redo the 2.
All right. The $15,000 Most Promising Business Award, they couldn't pick a, I'm kidding, Uniquely in Place.
Thank you.
Oh, we're doing them both. There you go. That's great. There we go. All right. Good job. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, judges. All right. Oh, okay.
Here we go. Right here. 1, 2, 3. One more. Great.
All right. All right, we'll do it again. Thanks, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you, people watching online. Have a great night. See you next year.